everyone. Welcome to another installment of the Marriage Wellness Campaign Share Yoga. Once again, my name is Christina Chismar. I am a certified yoga instructor as well as the borough's recreation clerk and administrative assistant. As usual, make sure you've spoken with the doctor before you start any kind of exercises. Loose fitting clothing is preferred. I like to do no shoes, completely up to you. Make sure you have some water handy. Do a little quick one, couple different things that are kind of useful if you sit too long and just need to do a little stretch at your desk. So, do you recommend for one of these having something to grab? We're doing what I call Gomukhasana arms, which bring your arms behind your back. So you can use, in this case, I have a little non-latex, I don't know what to call this, but you can use a rope, a ruler, whatever comes in handy, whatever is available to you. It's just basically to help you get your hands together if you cannot reach them together. So we will be illustrating that shortly. So just start having a seat, closing your eyes, hands on your thighs, palms up for receiving energy, palms down for grounding, completely up to you. Eyes closed if you like, just giving yourself a moment just to come into your headspace, letting it all go. Releasing any thoughts that come to your head. Enjoying the peace. If your spine is not active yet, just making sure that you ease away from the back of the chair and are standing as straight as, or sitting as straight as possible, excuse me. Shoulders roll back at ease. Feet hip width apart. And keeping your eyes closed if you like as we start getting into some hip circles, just circling around the chair, big or as little as you like, as long as you keep those sits bones seated. Hands on the sides or on your thighs, depending on how your balance is feeling today. Just making sure you're not gripping this chair. Taking inhales on your way back, exhales on your way forward. Last one in this direction. Now when you get back to the top, pause, reversing your circles, noticing any tightness that you may have. And last one. And back to center. Getting into some neck circles here. So dropping your chin to your neck, to your chest, rolling it to your right, making sure you keep those shoulders down. And on your exhale, circling all the way back through. Inhaling to get to the left. Exhale down. Inhaling. Exhale down. If you'd like, you can start making full circles, just making sure not to hyperextend your neck. So opening it up just enough for it to breathe. Going all the way around, letting the back of your neck open up. Circling its way around. Inhaling, letting the front of your throat breathe. Exhaling, letting the back of your throat breathe. And if you are doing full circles, making sure you reverse. Going the opposite way. Once again, paying attention to any place that might feel a little tension. Last one in this direction. Next, bringing your chin back to your chest, lifting your head all the way back up. Hair ties are awesome, but you're pretty good here. So getting a little more into the neck, this time with a neck assist, taking your right hands or left hands to the outside of your head, just pushing, not pushing, but placing your hands on your head, stretching out, in my case, the left side of my neck. Nice and easy. Don't force it. We don't need to crack our necks. We don't need to hurt ourselves. Maybe bring your arm to the side of your chair just to give yourself a little more leverage, a little more opening. Up to you. And switching. Just holding it down, seeing once again, where do you have tension? My right side hurts a lot more than my left. So I definitely feel it on this. Once again, hand goes on your thigh or next to you. I like how it feels next to me. I feel like the extra weight of my hand just dropping down, letting gravity do its work. Gets a little more into the stretch. And lifting all the way back up. Do one more stretch here. Taking your hands behind your back, interlacing your fingers, pulling them to your left side, looking over your right. I just like how this feels on my shoulder. Just pulling it the opposite way. Feels good. If you can't get your arm all the way to the side, that's fine. Just even the act of having your shoulders pulled back can make a big difference. Releasing, interlacing the opposite way. So if your right thumb's on top, switch it so your left thumb's on top. Interlacing, holding it back. Excuse me. Pulling it back. And same as before, if you can pull over to the right side, look over the left. Right there. And release. Getting into Gomukhasana arms. So Gomukhasana arms, I'll illustrate from the back. Take one arm, bring it behind your back, try to interlace your hands. If this is too much, you always have the option of taking whatever you just had and pulling it. You can pretty much use anything. Hold on 1 second. Once again, any assist that you give yourself, even down to just even having a pen, if you can grab it, awesome. If you have the flexibility in your shoulders to grab your hands, even better. Just letting it release. This is what you look like from the front. This feels really good on my shoulders. Kind of hurts a little bit on my right, because like I said, my right shoulder's hurting a little bit. So just enjoying this, enjoying the release. You always have the option to let it go. If your hands don't touch, once again, don't worry about it. Think of it when we do this stretch, but we're extending it. So if this gets too much and it hurts too much, you always have the option of putting right hand back on left elbow. Up to you. Whatever you're doing now, releasing it. And grabbing opposite way. So whatever right arm, in this case my right arm goes on top, can my left reach? A little bit harder. But once again, that's why you have whatever you're using. You can use a hard object, a soft object. This non-latex is very nice because of the stretch in it. So if you can remember which arm you just did, just pulling it and release. I do like to have that extra stretch because my shoulders get very stiff. I used to swim, it hurts still. But whatever, if you can even just touch your fingertips, feels good. Once again, if this is too intense, always have the option to grab that elbow. The idea is that you're just opening up your back, pulling it open. One more second here. Release. Just doing some shoulder circles just to wake it up because, like I said, that is a little bit intense. We'll do a quick sun salutation here as well. So inhaling, bring your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, diving on down. Inhaling all the way back up. Exhale, drop it in. Getting into cat-cows now. So we're going to do regular cat-cows, and we're also going to bring a leg element into it just to see how it feels. If it feels funky, always just go right back to the cat-cow. So once again, using your breath to pace yourself. The deeper you breathe, the more opening you create. So inhaling, bring the belly nice and big. Shoulders are rolled back. Let your collarbone smile. Exhale, roll into your angry cat. Inhaling. And exhale. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. Going into more of a leg element here. So on your inhale, right and normal. On your exhale, we'll start with our right leg lifted in. Inhale. Switch legs. Exhale, lift it in. Doesn't matter if you can get your knee to your nose. Completely up to you. Just lifting the leg up. Inhale. Exhale, just that lift. Getting into just opening up your hip abductors. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. That felt good. It's up to you. Tell me how you liked it. Bring your legs straight out in front of you. Big inhale, overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Lifting those feet up if it feels good, or straightening them out. Your prerogative. And all the way back up. Do another sun salutation. Inhaling. Exhale, diving in. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, dive back. Adding in a little bit of a twist, just trying it out. Once again, you can always just do a little sun salutation like this. Inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhale, start twisting to your right side, starting with your bottom, working your way back. Bring your arms out to the side. You can hook your chair if you'd like. Stay on the opening. Up to you. Inhaling all the way back. Exhale to the left. Once again, if you can grab the back of the side of your chair, awesome. Now let's just place your arm on the side. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And last round. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. And exhale. Just opening up their side body, just twisting it out. Having your arms, once again, that's what's going to bring your spine nice and straight. Twisting, all it is just wringing out all the junk. So by wringing it out and making sure your spine is straight, perfect. If it's too much, just don't do it. Getting into another side bend here. So dropping arm to the side, lifting overhead. If it feels good, always have the option to bring your chair. I don't want you to bring your arm like this, or out like that, because that feels weird. Keep it squeezed in. So I'm going to show you on the side just so you get an idea of what I'm talking about. If you need to have the extra length on your arm, bend it, lift overhead. And down. And over. Pressing it back. And over. Last one. Once again, keeping your shoulder down, but bending that arm back. We refer to these as chaturanga arms because, I don't know about you, I'm horrible at push-ups. Pushing up like this with your arms out to the side adds too much pressure on my shoulders. Pressing them in, like I'm pressing the sides of my body, brushing against it, gives me a little more security and helps with my form a little bit. Makes me think I could actually do them. So, just trying out different things. Worst case is you just don't like them, you don't do them. One more stretch here. Inhaling, arms up overhead. This time, interlacing your palms, flipping them up. Stretch. stretch. Maybe taking a little back bend here if it feels good. Opening up. Lifting your head up if it's accessible. Once again, trying not to strain your neck. If it's too much, straighten your head back or straighten your head up. And release. And releasing once again, opposite way. The idea is that doing those little movements, get you into a different space. If you're doing the same, it's kind of like left-handed versus right-handed, and you get those ambidextrous people. It gives you the ability to notice different things that you didn't notice about yourself. Also helps with the opening of you. So, inhale, arms up. Oh. And it is kind of fascinating to watch you be able to sit down, sit crisscross applesauce, which I'm going to do in a second just for illustrating my point. Oh, this feels so good. And release. Like if you sit crisscross applesauce, whatever leg is naturally like that. So your knees might be up or down, but then when you reverse it, you notice one knee automatically goes up. Just because of the way your hips are. You're used to going one way versus the other way, and this can hurt. So that's why it's always fun just to switch it around, because you're noticing that this hip is maybe a little stiffer, or this hip's a little stiffer. It's up to you, but just lifting and switching helps get back into it. Gets into a different angle. So different fun things to try. So like I said, we weren't doing anything too strenuous today. So once again, you can always go back, try these again. Anything you'd like. I'm going to do one more shoulder stretch, and then we're going to take our nap. So we're going to do our eagle arms. So if you want to incorporate the legs, go for it, but want to just work more into the shoulders here. So as always, when you bring your arms to a T, or sorry, to cactus, bringing them in, keeping this line as up as possible. So you want as parallel to the floor as possible. So, excuse me, I'm going to bring my right arm in, swing my left in, high five. Holding it up, feeling it in your upper back. Especially after those Gomukhasana arms, which Gomukhasana is Sanskrit for cow face. So, I don't know who comes up with these, I didn't. I like how it says, how to say Gomukhasana though. This is a good counter for that, because you went from squeezing your shoulders back and in to out and forward. Once again, just keeping that arm raised. Once again, if this is too much, you can always bear hug. Arm stays raised. Releasing. Once again, crossing, left arm in this time, right arm flip, keeping him up. Noticing once again, which side feels stiffer. This actually feels easier than the other side. Just squeezing it in. Noticing the subtle differences. Looking forward. There should be like a little space between your arms. If you can focus on that, it helps. As always, if this is too much, you always bear hug it. I like bear hugs, they feel good. And release. So doing any last minute thing your body is craving, maybe after doing those leg things, you want to try a couple more leg raises. Once again, try not to slouch, stay up. So you have the chair, you can always grab the chair to help lift anything that needs to be lifted, just getting into different little areas of your body. But like I said, we're just doing a nice short and sweet one for today. So until next time, let's just take a little nap, give our bodies a chance to just adjust to what we just did. Closing your eyes, releasing your breath. Keep your hands up or down, completely up to you. Just giving yourself time to adjust to anything that happened, any adjustments that were made. Once again, as always, staying here as long as you need to. Savasanas are very important. Until next time. Our time is unfortunately done. So, see you again soon. Until then, the light in me honors light in you. Namaste.